I did notice a few things that can be changed, and I needed to show you before we moved on from the UV master. I went ahead and utilized the enable control painting, which you can do. Of course, we had already unwrapped the mesh here to show you the control that we have, though. Basically, the red is the paint that is being protected, and the blue is the paint that the actual edges adhere to. So they'll follow this kind of a pattern. Now, granted, this is a little messy in the back, but it does help out with a better seam setting, and I'll show you that here in 1 second. We'll check on seams, and that's actually looking a little better than what we had before, so we're going to stick with that and make a copy. We'll turn our use existing UV seams on, because we have to have that if we're going to use any kind of transportation later on. We'll go out of UV master, or actually we'll keep UV master open. We'll move up to our subtool, grab our example man. We'll change the texture to no texture. We'll grab the material to turn it back into the matte cap, and we'll go back down to our UV master and hit paste. That'll apply and subdivide the geometry for the UVs. And now it has the UV set up, so we can close our UV master. The next thing we want to do is do a little painting. Now, something to keep in mind when you're painting on your high res. Bring up the subdivisions really quick. Is that a lot of times it's hard to see the paint whenever you're painting directly on the matte cap, so we'll go to a flat color to do the painting. I'm sorry, not a flat color, but a basic material where we can actually paint on top of it and get a good look. And in order to do that, we move into our Polypaint. Make sure Colorize is turned on. We'll go into our material. You can change on the fly, or you can just stick with your color RGB. So we'll stick with our color, and I'll start painting. You're more than welcome to start painting on yours. Pick a color, obviously. We want to make sure that all these are turned off. Go down to our Z intensity down to 0. RGB is set to 100, and start painting. I'm going to go ahead and grab this, just to throw that up there. There we go. First little bit of color. It doesn't have to be perfect, particularly for my model, since this is virtually showing you how to do things. But more or less that's how you do it. You can mix paints, go to YouTube, visit a whole bunch of sites, and get a better general idea of how to utilize the Polypaint.